I feel like UK's got the best producers in the world.
Facts.
No one's
They're
touching
soon
it.
gonna realise, man.
Drill helped me a lot, but drill's not gonna be around forever.
Wallahi, I made a song called Bad Habits, yeah.
By who?
One guy called Bassman.
Oh, Bassman's hard.
Is that your beat?
Yeah, I made Bad Habits.
That habits is hard.
Yo, what's good, people? I'm Joe Black. Welcome to the second episode of Behind the Hits, where we sit down with some of the biggest producers in the game and chop it up. So, before we get started, I'm gonna let the producers introduce themselves.
Nyge, you know me.
It sounds like Nyge.
Sebz beats.
Sebz beats, baby.
Chris Rich.
I love Chris Rich.
Yo, I don't really fuck with the
Bkay.
trap like that.
Bkay, you know.
Roundtable.
You got TikTok?
Braids on my head looking clean and crispy.
And Quincy.
Quincy Tellem.
Thanks everyone for joining us, and let's get straight into it. So the first question I want to ask all you lot is, who's got the coldest tag in the game?
Me.
No, I think it's me, I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's me still.
Slightly.
Might be right, it's Bkay.
Chris, you know.
Yeah, it could be Chris actually. Your one right now.
I
Yours
love
is good
Chris
still.
Rich. I think I can do that, you know. You need
Yeah, your one's catchy at the moment still.
I love Chris Rich.
Yeah, it's handy.
Yeah? So what, are we in agreement?
Yeah, I give it to
takes
Chris
it.
still, yeah.
I think Chris takes
50-50 still, but I'll give it to you right now.
Still.
Alright, that was quick. Alright, so the first question I want to ask is, do you think the fact that we're in a pandemic and it's kind of like a lockdown, do you think that changes the kind of music we're kind of looking for now?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think a lot of artists are kind of holding back like their party bangers.
Yeah,
Right
no
now,
clubs.
because, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I think there's more work down now. There's more people working because like artists usually had a busy going shows, doing all this stuff, and now they're just chilling. So
Yeah, it's raising the quality of the music as well, to be fair. It's quite
Yeah, I
more
feel
time
like-
focus on the craft. innit?
Yeah, I feel like in terms of like even artist wise, I feel they're putting a lot of depth into their music. Like if you notice, like rap is actually coming back now,
Yeah, I've saw
and I
that.
feel like that's a big like lockdown has a big part to play in that because people are actually deep in music now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
It's not just about going to the
5
club and
minutes, innit?
dancing and that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it's
like
true.
Potter's thriving off it. Like even Nine's like going #1 and that. Like these are people that maybe might not have done it prior to lockdown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? But
Yeah.
people are really deep in like bars and music and the artistic side of things now. It's like
Yeah, people got a lot more time to appreciate it right now, do you know what I mean?
You know, it's good. I think people are making, the music that's doing well is what's reflective of what's going on now.
Yeah.
Any struggle, any pain, we're all kind of going through that in some way or form. It's going to excel right now.
I'm gonna go on to Nyge. So yeah, we was talking about artists, and I want you to talk about the process behind Lock Off, which is one of the beats you made.
Lock off. What? Road get lock off. What? Steel and copper. What? Road get lock off. What? Shut down lock off.
One, what I wanted to ask,
Yeah.
what genre would you classify that as? Would you classify that as drill? And two, in regards to like, I know they're called Smoke Boys now, but obviously they was called Section Boys formerly. Do you think that their contribution sometimes gets overlooked, or they don't get the props they deserve for what's going on today in the scene?
Well, firstly, in terms of Section, well, Smoke Boys, sorry, I feel like they changed the whole game, really, in terms of like, they're like the equivalent of like 50 Cent when he come out in New York, do you know what I mean, in terms of what the impact they had. I think a lot of people don't really take it in, but as I said before, like some people need to open doors for people. You get like, they might not be the biggest artist ever, but like without Section, there's no Stormzy, there's no, do you know what I mean, there's no like mad people, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Even like they even had a chat with, who was it, Chris Brown?
Chris Brown,
Amigos,
you know
that's
what I mean?
I'm saying.
Yeah,
For a
yeah.
UK rap artist to do that,
His
that's a
mixtape.
Quavo, Chris Brown.
Like, I remember
Remember
when it even first came out, like I was getting like people sending me videos from Miami playing it, like Atlanta. Like I was thinking, how is this? I just made it in my bedroom. Like I made it like 2 years before, and then I had no idea of like the music industry, nothing. Like I was just, obviously it's just a hobby, innit? So I sent that beat to so many of my brethren, and then they didn't want to jump on it, or they kind of they never finished it, whatever. Then I must have heard.
Do you know what's mad? I didn't even know you made that song.
Wallahi, fam. Just like on that beat.
But you know what? That goes
there's
back to the
tag
first
times.
question. Though, like, you see, producer tags, like, that's what it
Crucial
does.
still.
You see, if you had it sounds like Nyge
Branding,
on that,
yeah.
you would have been gone way before.
Gone before.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you know what I'm trying to
It
say?
kind of helped me though, because at the time when it come out, I wasn't ready to make more beats like that. Like I think if the demand came to me,
Did you have the tag back then?
No, I had a next tag. still. It was
Nah,
like
it's on
hottest
the
in the
beat.
world, and that it was some dead thing still. But
What you said is the crucial part I think of today. Like people want to bust before they're ready.
yeah,
Are you ready to be in a room with someone that needs you to do this quickly, and engineer you? If you're not ready, just chill. Trust me. You want a placement, but are you actually ready for the show to kick off?
It's out of your control, though.
Yeah,
Because you can make a song today and it can just bust, and then you're thrown in that position.
But it's your skills. Like, are you actually like every day I learn something new on something just to develop myself as it is. I make any genre of music, but I know if I can go in a room with anyone now and spin a track quickly. But I know about maybe 4 years ago, I thought I was ready and I was not ready for that.
exactly the
big
same. Yeah,
conversation.
exactly the same. I wasn't ready at all. I wouldn't have been like prepared for it. Do you get me? So luckily, because people only started finding out slowly, and like I had to work my because that went top 40 in 2015. Do you know what I mean? That's
was a
mad.
different
Do you know what
time.
I mean? That's crazy. So
Yeah.
like, but I had to kind of work my way back round to the beginning, and then build my name from there. You get me? So
What type of beat would you say that was though? Like what genre?
that's a Nyge beat
some
still.
mad-
That's
there's
a
some
Nyge
mad
beat.
vibes in there.
Nice type beat. It's a nice type.
Yeah, it's drill. It's like trap. It's
It's
like
a trap. It's more of a trap sound for me.
It's a
Like
mix.
But so I'll tell you what, because the way they've jumped on it, it's because there's so many different of them. Like they've each got their own flow. Like see, like DP will rap. Like Swift will come with the drill flow. Like Sleeks will come with something else. It's
Even the way they sound as well, like
And the hook as well, is it Inch?
yeah, exactly.
The
And
hook
he's
was
got the
crazy.
Jamaican vibe. You get me?
Yeah.
So it's I don't even know what to call that still.
Sounds like Nyge.
No. Yeah, it's a Nyge beat still. You get me?
Yeah, that's mad. I didn't know that. So I've known you for a little while now.
that makes sense now.
No, but wait, hold on, yeah.
Nice, cause it's a nice type beat. Yeah.
So from Section Boys,
It was a
yeah,
remix. Skepta done a remix.
yeah,
still.
you done a remix. You see from Section Boys, yeah, to
Steph
AJ.
London. That helped Steph London as well.
That's
yeah,
one
yeah.
of the first times I saw Steph London, to be honest.
I didn't even know she was doing it. You see from Section Boys to AJ,
Yeah.
what was that? How long was that?
Maybe 3 months, because I was working.
Oh, so it weren't like
I was
a-
working them times, like that come out summer. That was like wireless. That was a mad wireless.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I wasn't even in the country them times. And I see my brethren sent me the they had played like a preview of it when I was at wireless. I was like, I swear that's your beat, and I was like, no way. And then I thought I was gonna quit.
Was
my
that
job on
Pepsi
there.
Max stage?
Yeah, I think
think
it
I was
was
there at
when
that
they brought out
wireless somewhere
Stormzy,
going
and
around.
that was when they was bigger than Stormzy.
Yeah,
bro. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? You gotta think it's crazy, like it's mad, but yeah. So, but yeah, AJ come maybe within 6 months of that, because obviously I already had that song out, and then he was on the come up as well. I think he only had like, what's that song called? I don't remember.
Packages.
In the Chat with the Press, whatever song that is, I forgot.
Yeah, mad freestyle.
He had one song out on GRM, and then
Oh yeah, the was the link up thing.
Packages.
The drill
crazy.
thing. That was like the first drill thing I've ever heard.
Crazy.
Still, yeah.
AJ's package is crazy.
and then just kind of linked up organically. You get me? So, but because he's so mad creative as well, it's happy. You get me?
That's crazy though. 2015, like it's not even that long ago. But UK drill scene was like
That's where everything.
that's where
started,
everything
bro.
began pretty much.
Even
Second
music in terms of UK was crazy. Like that.
It's only gonna get bigger as well, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's
People
UK's
wasn't
in a
really
good
on
space
radio.
right now.
No,
and
the
it's only
scene's
gonna get
growing,
bigger.
man. Even like the views, like even let's say you got 100k back then, that would have been a madness.
The
Like,
sound of drill
100K is
alone
like
though,
a mil
from
nowadays.
then to now.
100%. There
Some
wasn't
people
even
are
no
getting like
Spotify,
30
nothing
mil,
them
bro, it's
times.
mad.
You get me? So
Looking at Digga D earlier, like 20 mil. I was like, what the fuck? 20 mil, 6 months.
So I wanted to go over to you, Chris Rich. I wanted to talk to you about Ghanaian drill, if that is what it's called, and obviously
On the
you,
drill scene, yeah.
the scene in Ghana, the drill scene. I know you produced the song Sorry. So like, talk us through it. How did you come about linking up with Ghanaian drill artists?
Basically, I was uploading lots of beats to YouTube and then ended up getting mad views, and just a few Ghanaian guys ended up downloading my beats, and then like one song came out and then they were like, what produces this? And then they got another one off me, and now there's a few ringing off there. And that Sorry one, yeah, that's going mad. I think there's a remix coming out of that soon, Stormzy and another guy, Quincy Arthur, on it.
Crazy up is cold.
Few weeks.
Yeah, Chris?
My God, bro.
Just casually dropping them Stormzy collabs, nice.
Quickly.
You see, like the YouTube thing. Yeah, do you think it's important for producers to like go on YouTube now?
I think for me, it helped a lot because I don't live in London, I live in Cardiff, so like to get my beats to artists, I needed to have like a platform almost so they can find them because I wasn't getting any sessions. I couldn't travel up to London as well because I had school. So yeah, man, that's been my comment really. YouTube's been a way for me, but obviously different people, it's different for everyone. Obviously, like
Question for you, bro. See some of these YouTube beats. I'm sure some people remake and do a mad thing and spin.
They do,
and
man.
I'm hearing it come out, I'm like, I've heard that before. Like, the songs that have come out, I'm like, that's the original, or what I perceive to be the original. And I'm hearing this version, I'm like, nah, it's messy. It kind of put me off uploading to YouTube now, because it was just some mad flipping Jungle Book thing where it's just...
Oh, you got YouTube as well?
I used to be, I came off it, I was like,
No, another annoying thing about the YouTube thing is sometimes you'll just find someone use your beat and you wouldn't have even known, like...
Yeah.
Is there a way of like trademarking that?
Obviously, like, I remember back in the days, like, for my just, when I was producing, SoundCloud was like the go-to, like, upload your beats. That's how man kind of grinded. Then I used YouTube as another platform. But you can trademark, just add your tag in it. I'm trying to say. And I was using an app called Repost Network. So whenever someone used my beat, I'll get a notification on my email. So that's how you trademark your beats. That's how our man does it still. So
man are creative now, you know. Man will find your beat, find where your tag isn't, and then loop that up.
That's why you need to loop it with that purchase your tracks
Purchase
today.
your tracks today.
You know them ones there?
Purchase your track today.
I know, but you see, like with the YouTube thing, 'cause I've never been on YouTube, innit, but I've always wondered, like, what do you feel makes like your thing different on YouTube? Like, 'cause I feel like there was a time where it was like, even recently, like bare people were just jumping on
It
YouTube.
was oversaturated, but I think with me, what helped was because it was when Pop Smoke was coming up. It was before he died, like when Pop Smoke was going crazy, so I was uploading loads of Pop Smoke type beats.
I love Chris Rich.
Had loads of people downloading them. I think that year, 2020, I made like 5 times more on YouTube sales than I did off industry stuff. So it's just like, for me, that was a come up for me almost. But now it's like, there's like 2 different lanes. I think as a producer, you can go the internet route or you can go the industry route.
Can't you do both?
Yeah, the best people would try doing both. It's hard work.
I think, yeah, adding on to what Chris Rich is saying, there is 2 routes, isn't it? But with YouTube now, YouTube is for anyone to rap on. And then you got industry where like, it's for like the high-end people.
It's true, like there's pros and cons that come with it.
So exclusivity.
Exactly. Exclusive beats.
And even some artists might move mad when they
move
heard
mad,
that
exactly.
beats being
So
on YouTube.
so that's what I'm saying. So with YouTube, it's very all round. It's open. But then
it's better if you're small, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's better if you're building.
If you're building, that's like me, Chris Rich, Sebz, as drill producers, I'll be so real. Most of us built off, YouTube, innit? Like.
So how do you know what beats to put on YouTube and what?
I just put everything.
You just put, obviously, like, for example,
like
let's name
something
Ghost,
different.
let's name Ghosty, innit?
Yeah.
That's what he blew off YouTube, innit? He was naming a lot of, artists from the UK. So people just be like, oh, let me get Heady One type beat quickly. So it's like, you know how YouTube works, innit? Like,
Yeah.
Is it the algorithm, exactly.
Yeah.
The algorithm of YouTube, innit? Whoever's beats are doing the best.
numbers, yeah,
comes
yeah.
up.
It's
So
not even the best beats as well. It's more the marketing of it. So like the thumbnails, the
thumbnails
names,
very important.
like
The names as
if
well.
like 1 week, I don't know, Central C has a song come out, and you upload a Central C type beat that week, it's gonna pop off. Of
course.
And if you upload like
I've got 2 questions for you. It's tactical. Why? And one for you, Joe. I'm gonna come for you. I've got one for you. I've got a saucy one for you. Why do you lot call yourself drill producers? Because I've seen you make everything.
No, I wouldn't even call myself a drill.
He doesn't. He goes, yeah.
But do you know what it is, like?
You see what it is, yo? Like, man's not even like a. See what it is, like, I love making drill beats, but I could do everything else. Like, you see, as a producer, the word producer is you be in a room and like constructing the song with the artist. I feel like a lot of people forget what a producer is.
I think with that as well, it's kind of like just what's accessible to you in terms of like the artist. Like for me, coming up, like I've come up independent. I haven't had a label behind me, so I've kind of had to reach out and work with artists that, like, you get a drill artist or just more urban artists, if you see what I mean. So yeah.
Therefore, you'll get recognised. You'll get recognised more. Exactly. If you say drill producer, they'll be like, okay, find a drill producer. Okay, he's got drill producer. He's got a drill producer name on his profile. Okay, let me go to him for beats. So it's like, in order for you to get recognised, you gotta say, like for example, Quincy could say trap producer. Someone in the UK is looking for a trap producer. Quincy, trap producer. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
People do like putting people in boxes though, I think.
Yeah,
because
it doesn't work.
I don't think, I've heard you do other beats that aren't, and like I've heard you do a lot of rap beats
Yeah,
as
a
well.
lot of
like
rap.
drill.
Yeah, you same with
And
you
then
as
I'm
well.
trying to do a lot of pop stuff as well.
I've seen DC do house as well.
So what would you say would like just producer?
Yeah, but drill's popping right now, so I don't mind if people call me a drill producer. Like,
Your biggest song's drill.
yeah, my biggest songs are drill.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But like, if I need to make drill to get in the rooms that I want to be in, to make like the genres, it's not even the genres I want to. It's just the genres like I want to do everything, to be honest.
But don't you think that transition's a bit mad though? Like, if you walked into a room as Chris Rich right now, yeah, and you played like a pop beat, don't you think the people will look at you and be like,
No.
I've had that before though. I've had that like,
You don't reckon?
No, I think people will be surprised though.
they're like, what, Chris? You do more than drill beats. You don't just do
Yeah,
drill.
don't rate.
So it works in your advantage
Yeah,
then.
and now it's like,
cool.
it's like drill helped me a lot, but drill's not going to be around forever. Drill's only going to be around for what, the next few. I reckon it's going to get bigger in America, but UK.
The comments are going mad right now.
No. You see, Joe. This is my personal imprint. Yeah, you see, Joe. Yeah, if America, you gotta remember, America's got the best marketing of music. They just do the mad things to me. Look what they've done with UK Drill, took it back, you know, and all of them are just. It's only just New York doing drill. So imagine if it goes to the rest of the 49 states in America. They're gonna do the madness to it. So drill will be here for a while, bro.
Drill's gonna be bigger in America, I think.
I even forget,
It's changing in UK.
not even in America, but just in Europe, though, around the world.
Europe, bro.
Australia's been doing drill now as well.
Bro,
Italian guys are spitting crud in English.
Bro, Italians are going crazy on the
Italians
drill
are going
beats,
mad on drill.
What do you think it is about drill beats?
India,
that made them
fam.
Energy.
Energy, bro.
It's the
That's all
energy,
it is.
bro.
It's because
And it's
that's
cool.
like the only UK thing that's really like blew past the UK.
And we're
'cause
all
grime
angry.
kinda
Everyone's
stayed-
angry at the moment. It reflects the mood we're in right now with this whole lockdown and rules thing. Like, it's rebellious music. It's just jump up and get gassed. But with me personally, coming from my point, like, if my publisher labelled me as like, I don't know, an Afrobeats producer, when we're trying to get certain sessions, they go by, oh, your title and that. And it's like, no, man will rip up a funk beat for you. I'll give you a flipping real garage beat or whatever. So I feel like it kind of stops them from opening certain doors for you because like, oh no, he just likes to do
You
that.
put in a box.
And you-
People like to put in the box though. They like to like, oh, that's calm. He's just got Afro beats.
But it's not even just with producers. They do that with lots of other
Yeah, it's true.
people as well.
Artists.
Like, artists as well.
You know, when Heady tried to do that take with Fred again, and everyone was saying it was dead. He's trying something new.
He tried
Like, you know what I mean? He's trying to get out.
It's good, but you trust me, like that's what UK need to start understanding more. That artists do need to try new things, man. You can't be hearing.
But
the
again,
same
it's
thing.
timing. Like
That's
I
what
would
I'm
say
saying.
for the scene to actually take it in, it needs to be time. It needs to definitely be the right time. Cause otherwise,
So you
nothing
see,
will-
if like a young producer came to you right now, yeah, like you probably get in your DMs all the time and that, but he asked you like, yo, bro, how do I get my beats out there? Would you say YouTube's like, because it's so oversaturated right now, bro?
YouTube ain't the way now. Or unless, depends on the artist.
So
If
how
there's
would
a,
like
if there's
a
a
young
new artist
producer-
coming up, they could do that.
But if it,
Bro,
so how would
that's
a
what
young
man's
producer?
saying.
How would a young producer right
Do you know,
now
like, do you know that
get
stock
his beats
market,
out
bro?
there?
You know, like, if you invest in something small and it blows up,
Yeah.
then you'll go along with it. So Pop Smoke helped me. Like, that was lucky because he was small when I was making them type beats, and then like, it went crazy. But YouTube is really oversaturated. So I think the best thing for a young producer would be to get in the rooms with the people who are working with the artists. So whether that's the engineers or their producers.
Yeah, but
maybe
bro, that's like,
I see
there's
that.
like 1,000 of them.
That's
easy
the
to say
bougie.
that.
You got defenses, you got fake managers, you got all this. Me, I'm an assassin. If I want to get to you, I'll find your friends and I'll, yo, this is the link, here's the bang. I'll send you a private SoundCloud link so I know when you press play, you can't chat shit to me. The number will go up, it's been
And
played.
even like I say, with artists, it's kind of like a respect thing as well. Like if you're going through someone's friend, then I feel like they'll be more likely to come to a session than whether you've hit them up directly and said, yo, let's work. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no, therefore.
But the artists won't give the time of day to that though. Like you see you as an artist, Shay, you see if like you got 100 producers shouting you saying, I want to get in a session, you're not gonna have the time to get into like 100 sessions. So what make, like as an artist here, like what will make you pick like this producer over another producer? Like take away the name, like if there was
Because
an
value,
upcoming.
though. What can you add to their sound?
Yeah. Like,
Timing, isn't it?
me personally, I think that's why it's interesting hearing you lot talk. I think for me, it's just about the how I'm introed to your beats, depending on how it's introduced to me, that will determine how.
But what if it's completely different on the drop, the sound?
No, but I think the start is even like opening the file. That's even like, I think a lot of, I can't speak for other rappers, but I think what I think must be frustrating for a lot of producers is, especially if you're getting so much beats sent to you, sometimes you're selective with what you even open. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So sometimes, as a producer, you might be sitting there thinking, I sent a beat to Joe Black, for example, and 6 months has passed, and these times I ain't even heard it, so I don't even know what I'm sitting on.
No, I hear you.
Moving on to you, Quincy, you got a strong relationship with M Huncho. Like, what's the process like?
Yeah, the artist-producer thing, I think is super important. Building a sound of like an artist. The thing is, like, Huncho was already kind of not out there, but he was already doing music before me and him started working together. Like, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think we just came up together, but it wasn't even that. Like, I was working with someone else at the time, and then we just knew each other through like family and that, but I feel like that connection through like family and stuff is what made us bond in the studio. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So in a way, like, man's kind of lucky that it's just so happened to be that man was mad close to like family.
You make a bit more effort in it.
Yeah, so it's like when we linked up in studio, it weren't even a thing where like man's just meeting an artist. Like, it's like man's working with man's cousin or brother. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? So, and yeah, but like in terms of like finding artists and stuff for producers, I honestly feel like it's the way forward, bro. Because like, as well as building a sound for your artist, you're building your own sound. Like, you're not afraid to try new things. You're not afraid to, like even with me, like, I started doing, people don't even know this, I started doing like Afro beats first, bro. Like, my first song out there was like an Afro beats tune, bro. Like, wallahi, I made a song called Bad Habits, yeah. One guy called Bassman.
I can't lie, man, I hate being sober. So let me spark my split. I can't lie, I got some bad habits.
No way, bro.
Your beat?
Yeah, I made Bad Habits.
Bad Habits is hard though.
Yeah, I started, but at the time, yeah, my tag was meaty. It was like Quincy on the beat. That was my tag.
Cold, yeah.
Yeah, so I made that, and then after that whole situation, man started working with Huncho and that. But a lot of people don't even know that. So, but I've always listened to like American music, so like trap music and shit was like man sound like that I love making in it. So Huncho was like the perfect person to fit that with, like.
So is that the genre you would put your beats in? Trap
Yeah,
music?
definitely. I'll make like trap wave type of stuff.
But no, I think you see the artist producer thing. I think it's important, car. The artist kind of gets their own sound when they're working with one producer. Like, you see, for example, Pot Smoke. He had 808 Mellow.
There you go.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
And he developed his own little sound just out of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So man built the sound off that, like, and then now I'm kind of known for that sort of sound. But as well as that, it's built not only my profile, but it's built up Huncho's profile as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? So like, even now people, even though like he works with other producers, I work with different artists. Like, when people think Quincy, they think Huncho. When people think Huncho, they might think Quincy. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? And it's built up our thing. So like, if man goes abroad now, man's got a bit of a profile. Like, oh, you're my man. Like, I had a session with Lil Mosey, that from America, like not too long ago. And he knew man from Huncho's music. He was like, "Raw, you're Quincy Tellem," and that. Like, that's what that can bring you, building with an artist. Yeah, like, do you know what I'm trying to say, bro? So, yeah, I feel like it's super important, man. When we go studio, it's not just music. Like, we might go studio and not even make music. Like, we might just play FIFA or something. But do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, we don't force the music. Like, it's a thing where like I said, it's like man's going to man's cousin's house, or man's going. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, man's just chilling, bro, and then I might just end up making a beat on the spot and whatnot, and then he'll be like, he'll start writing. Like, before I even know it, he's on his notes, just like, yeah, I've got 16 ready, and then we'll just lay it. And like, but there's no pressure. Like, I don't look at him thinking like, right, is my man writing? Or he don't look at me like, is he making a beat? Like, it's just, and that's how we just kind of knock it out.
The artist being comfortable is, you don't understand how important it is.
Yeah, super comfortable, bro.
That's when they can produce their best work.
Have any of you lot got like an artist that you feel like that with?
Yeah, like, I would say I've done a lot of work with T-Way on it, and like, I've produced a couple of tracks on his recent tape, and I think like even with that, he's kind of developed his own little sound from it, like with the melodic beats, and do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, literally. So yeah, man.
Me, I'm building up with millions, innit?
I was about to say that. I felt a little
Millions,
title.
yeah,
Millions
definitely.
playing in there.
Like, when it comes to beats, obviously Millions will hit me up still. And obviously, like, I'm just trying to, you know, maintain and build that relationship. I'm trying to say, a relationship with one artist that you can always send different kind of beats, develop them into even more.
And they're not scared to experiment as well.
Mom's like,
Yeah, like even the it was just a lovely day. That song there, yeah. What's it called? Billions, yeah.
Yo, everyone cutting man start every day, new youth with a millions flow. Switched it up, put my dark skin on the M-way, had my light, he bringing in
Like,
smoke.
that was a brave move from him to
I
even
can guarantee
attempt
you,
that,
bro,
like,
if you gave that to a lot of
he
other
done
drill
it.
artists, they would have crumbled.
100%, bro.
So is that what is termed as drill garage?
Yeah, I remember that beat was on your Instagram for time. Drill garage.
The story about it is mad still.
Talk us through it. Come, let's go, man. Let's go. We got time.
I think I was at work, innit? So I think I was in first year college. I was at work, innit? Work experience, engineering. Obviously, I think my boss was just chatting the most, so I had my laptop, and then see my guy Maz, shout him out as well. He saw an advert innit on his phone. It was Mahalia, Don't Disturb, innit? An acoustic version. So I was just like, bro, who's this like singer? Let me find this advert and try to do stuff out of it. So then, obviously put on FL Studio, chopped it up, made the beat now. And then the beat sounded so good that like, I think I went Oxford Street. That day I went PC World. I went to try it on the speakers, and loud speakers.
I remember that snap. I remember that snap.
Was that the one you put on Instagram? Was that PC World?
No.
This guy was just
Yeah.
That was a PC World?
Yeah, PC World.
What you say? That's how you sampled it. You put it on the big speaker. And
Yeah.
You have speakers at home?
Pardon?
Did you not have speakers at home?
These times, and this is my grind.
Well, I thought that was only like
Everyone-
2019.
Yeah, these times I was sitting. I used to go in my bedroom. It's like my bedroom was like an office room. So my bed was literally took up the whole room. So I just sit down in my bed. My speakers on the TV. My TV wasn't even planted on the wall. It was like on the tip of the bed. Like, bro, it's mad, isn't it? But I had to sit on my bed, lay down with my legs like facing towards the TV with my laptop on my thighs, and then I'll just make the beats there. Really, that was my grind, didn't it?
But you see, what I wanted to ask you is, how did your link up with Millions come about? How did you get introduced to him? And
Yeah, alright, cool. So obviously the beat instrumental in it, the Joe Garage beat in it. So I uploaded that in May 2019. Obviously when I first posted the beat, yeah, I'm just getting loads of weird tweets, likes on my Instagram. I'm thinking, raw, this is a madness. Like, I didn't think that beat was that hard. I just thought it was just like a little melody thing, innit? And then in the morning I got a message from Bugsy Malone still saying we should jump on the beat. Heady one as well. I think if I spoke to AJ Tracey that day as well about jump on the beat, but he jumped to another thing of mine still. But it seemed like nobody wanted to jump on the beat. I feel like the beat was good enough by itself. So people were advising me, upload it as like a Spotify link, as an instrumental by itself. But I still knew that if I give it to the right artist, they can make something out of it, you know, a song out of it. So Millions one day saw the beat on Twitter. He was like, yo, bro, if you give me this beat, I'll bless it, bro. I promise you. So I was like, you know what? Millions is his upcoming new artist. He's from the streets, innit? So like, you know how Joe's like, man. If you're from the streets and you're hard, bro, everyone will fuck with you. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So obviously I said, you know what? Millions, do your thing on it, bro, and then get back to me. Send it back to me. I was like, bro, this could be like the song where it establishes like his place in drill music, but with a different sound. So, you know, we done a music video, so I cameled it. Shout out Muna for that as well.
Shout out your cameo as well, man. He did the slow motion.
No, shout out Muna, Teasy for that as well. Bills as well, shout them out for that. And FK as well for that movement as well, innit? But when we linked up, innit, it was just like an organic thing, like Millions raised my thing, I raised his thing. And then from there, we just started working, you know, from there. And then obviously the song came out, 1 million views in 5 days, top 40 in the week. I can't complain, man. Can't complain, man.
let's move on. Let's move on to Sebz now. Sebz, talk us through Private Ryan.
No tax, 2 clamps on a van. I told my big cuz put tax on a van. Really told Rich we need to get rich. He said we got stick to camp and attack.
Yeah, that's probably one of the most basic beats I've ever made. So, literally, Luther Man sample,
Right.
and then like drums.
That
was about it. I didn't think too much of it when I made it, but I can't lie. T kept ringing me saying, "Yo, I beg you change this little sound, change this 808 slide." But yeah, we got there in the end,
What's your relationship with T-Way?
Funny enough, I met him at my studio session a couple of years ago, and then he just found one of my beats off YouTube. That was his first release, and then yeah, from there we just built a relationship together still, literally. But yeah, man, no, that track done well, man. I was surprised. I can't lie. In terms of like how cold the beat was and that, like, I didn't think it would have carried it like that. So yeah, but he done his thing on it, man.
Can I add something? I don't think that beat was simple. I think it was very complex. Like that's what made it even better. Yeah, bro. The melody, like, man, don't know how you done it, bro. Like, but it's very recognizable when you listen to it in the car. I'm trying to say.
No, hey, you see them little melodies, I think they just get stuck in your head, like
mums
when they've got bare details.
And the reverb as well, that you added as well.
On the way.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
What were you thinking though? What was you actually thinking?
I just thought, like, I thought the beat was so basic. I thought I need to at least do one thing here.
Like you was chilling, you was laid back, just chilling. You're thinking, this is the one, you know.
No, not even. Obviously, when I heard the track back first, I was thinking, yeah, this is a banger. But then he changed the first verse. He used the first verse on a complete different beat, and he released it on a complete different track. So.
Do you feel like okay, carrying on? Do you feel like T-Way is your go-to person when you first? Let's just say you make a beat first time. Do you feel like T-Way is the first person that comes up on your list to send beats to you?
No. Obviously, like I work with other artists as well, so he's not the only artist I think of when I make a beat. But yeah, like it's. Do you know what it is? It's whoever's fucking with it and wants to actually do their thing on it.
Okay, cool.
So yeah.
Have you got more songs coming up?
Yeah. Got a couple tracks loaded.
Do you want to leak some?
Man said leak some. Never.
Has he got a tape coming out?
He just dropped one.
He just dropped one,
last
innit?
week.
Yeah, he dropped one.
Yeah, no, I've done track 4, 5, 6.
So you see the question Bkay asked you, I'll flip it from an artist point of view. Do you think do you think that you might be his go-to producer?
I wouldn't say go-to because he's worked with other producers as well, but I would say that like we got our own little sound, like I said before, like, and I think that's important. So yeah, so it makes sense.
Like bro, Huncho works with other producers, but like I might be the first person.
When he wants to be the OG Huncho, he goes to you, innit?
Like, but he
wants to be OG T-Way, he goes to you, bro.
Yeah.
No, it could be. Cause I can't lie, like I've worked with loads of artists and I've never really had that many tracks out with one particular artist, and yeah, man.
So yeah, Rxwntree, because a lot of people might not know that you actually taught Abracadabra academically, and obviously you've been in the studio with him. So how does it feel to be in the studio with someone that you once had as a student?
It's good, you know, because it's like, even when I was a teacher, them times there, I would leave Eden Studios like 5 in the morning, go and do school run and go teach. So it's like every night my Snapchat or my Instagram was lit from what I was doing. Then I would go into college and teach, and then it validated my word. So me and Mighty Mo, if you know Mighty Mo, he's from Heartless Crew, we used to teach Abra, and then like a year after, MK the Plug and M1 came in, already on Skengman mode.
What, in the same year?
Yeah,
MK and
Mob
M1?
Beats as well.
Mobs as well, yeah.
Crazy. They were
What
all on
did you
Skengman
teach?
mode. Yeah. So music production.
Okay.
I did the uni thing. I was bored as hell. I became a teacher, and it just kind of like I like talking and running jokes in it, and kind of validated that. So then what came in, it was just like about shaping the sound and giving them the right advice about deals and publishing and how not to get bumped. Them times there I'd been bumped by a couple of labels already, so it is what it is. Sorry, mum. And man came out the other end, and then to be honest, even Bkay and shout out Lois because she's cold.
Shout out Lois.
Cold
100
producer,
times.
cold female producer. If you like trying to get with female producers, get with Lois. We did a little after school club as well, so Bkay and Lois used to come down as well. And it wasn't even about just production, it was more about just shaping your mind to know that there's many genres and how to navigate in this scene and flex. So that was my role really, just like kind of just mentoring, flexing, and just getting a understanding to them lot.
So another thing a lot of people might not know about you is that you produce a lot of content for TV. So what is the difference between producing for artists and producing for TV, and how do you navigate or balance both of them?
So I've done a few commercials and then like stuff featured in like what's it called, Towie, anyways, Essex and stuff like that. It's the bread, I can't lie to you, I'm gonna give you, because it's like you get syncs and then you get the plus channels and you get the online channels and you get different territorials like the Wales, so it's like it's a different bread. you can have a song that no one knows, but it's on them syncs, and you're clearing. Someone might have got top 20 that week, and you're clearing more than them. So it's a different bread. But I like doing it because I play instruments, innit? So I used to be in an orchestra from a kid. I played sax, clarinet, taught myself guitar and piano. So sometimes when sessions ain't really working right now, and I don't really want to, I want to be distant, I'll make a soundtrack and I'll just go deep into it. Like it's what I want to get into, because I know like the bread in it is just different. Like if man get a song in flipping Black Panther 2.
That's millions, bro.
It's different bread, you know. So
I saw Hans Zimmer gets like 10 million per film.
Yeah, now my little cousin's in the film, so I'm just trying to plug and just drop out a USB, you know, on a sly one. We got the t-shirt still.
I'd like to ask each one of you what your best, not your best, your favourite song that you've produced. So something that's already out. Starting with you, Quince.
Oh, mine will be Come Up.
I gotta be like Osama. Cologne, that's like with the Palmer. Still family.
Come Up. That's a Huncho song.
Huncho song. It was like the second one we made.
So Come Up, M Huncho. Roundtable.
I got to cheat because I'm torn between two songs. One.
You know what? Give us both.
Yeah, I'm giving you both. So lockdown just started. We was social distancing in studio. AJ came around and Mo was there. And we did a song called Miss Me.
Tries to kiss me, captures my bars so I know she miss me. Jake's on my block, always trying to frisk me.
It was just groovy, quick. Like I swear, AJ did 2 takes, Mo did about 1 or whatever. Just vibes. The song was done in an hour. It was off. Top 40 next week. I was like, yeah, lit. So that was one. And then Mirror Main Highly, Say Yeah. It was just, we just made it on a vibe in a different zone. Like that was just lit. And then, yeah, quick, you know. It was there. So those two my favourite songs of last year.
So Mirror Main Highly.
And most at AJ Tracey.
And most at AJ Tracey. All right. Bkay, over to you.
So it's just tricky one still, innit? Because there's a lot of songs that I like, but I think my favourite song, we talking 2020?
It could be of any. It could be 20, any. It could be the song you made when you was 13. It could be any.
So many songs. I love Nairobi, innit, by Millions, innit.
In Nairobi, Swagwan or Jambo. Calling in Kabira slums, 2 Dracos and 13 Rambles.
No, that beat, that was like Pain, innit? Pain, that Pain, you get me.
Eddie Golden, innit? A sample.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Edit that one.
That's cool. That song streaming. There's no streaming. There's no streaming that song in it. That song was just to show Millions, just showing love to everyone in Nairobi. I'm probably maybe Aspire, you know. Aspire, innit?
Yeah, that changed the game still.
Yeah. That one's lit. The remix and the original song. Probably them two.
Probably be Clavish's Dirty Duffy. I made a second beat for it, but it wasn't a drill beat, innit? So it's not really what people are used to hearing from me.
It needed me, I didn't show. Tell me a time I was greedy, didn't bring my bros. Bro in the bin.
And then if I had to pick another one, I'll say off the top of my head, probably Bookie Bundle.
All right. I didn't even know you made that.
Yeah, man.
Last not least,
Nyge. My favourite probably Gucci Mane still.
Gucci Mane was in my kitchen, don't say burn.
Alright, bro.
I like that one.
I'll try to reach to you, bro.
Yeah.
Not song I love that.
I didn't have the
song
tag
that I
back
love
then,
from
man,
you.
you know.
Away.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Away.
I like that.
Butterflies is my banger.
Yeah. You know what beats underrated? The Return of the...
Oh, Return of I forgot about that still.
Even what's that song, K-Trap and Young Bane?
Diamonds.
Bro, that beat is silly.
Man, I just got hit.
That was silly stuff. Nice.
You see the Young Bane DBE tape?
Yeah.
What, did you do a lot of beats on it?
I did two of them, Away and Gucci Mane, yeah.
I think Nana Rose was on there as well.
Yeah, Nana was on there.
Gucci
and
Remedy as well. Hard.
Shout out Remedy, bro.
Solid project still. I think that's
one of the best tapes ever, bro.
tapes ever I've listened to in the UK, bro.
The DB Young
Bane,
Bane, yeah,
yeah.
that's cold.
Solid
Rap
tape,
Save Me,
yeah.
that's one of
Yeah,
Banger.
Rap Save Me is
cold.
one of my top 5 favorite
Yeah.
albums UK.
I like that I Love You tune, but that's on that soft.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, soft
that's what I'm
deep.
trying
Got
to-
pet to a gal, giving her the
Solo,
solo take
But
the
Bumpy
duo thing.
Ride,
Yeah.
Bumpy Ride. People
That beat's
fucking with that.
crazy,
one,
bro.
Bumpy Ride.
Man took me to Morocco with them flutes there, bro. You get me?
I'm not gonna lie, man. Shout out all the producers. I feel like UK's got the best producers in the world right
Facts.
now.
Facts.
No one's
They're
touching
soon
us.
gonna realise, man.
I think UK has like the most creativity in it. Like people might disagree with me, but that's what man believes. Like if
I agree with you.
I
still.
don't think a lot of people would disagree with you.
Do you know what I'm
I
trying to
think a
say?
lot- I
Like
think,
Americans,
a lot of
look
people-
at Americans fucking with the UK drill,
Yeah,
fam. They
exactly,
fucking with all the
exactly.
all the beats they're getting from all the beats that they're getting from is from here.
And even like the age of us UK drill producers.
Young,
You
like,
man
we're
are
all
going
teenagers.
young,
It's
19, 18, 17.
How old are you?
19.
18.
That's what I'm saying, cuz. At you lot's age, I wasn't even doing music. You man are just
Like,
putting
bro,
pressure on,
there's some
man.
kids in drill, like, bro, Ace is what, 13?
13, got to dig a deep
13.
place. That's what I'm saying. And when I saw that, I felt proud, like, raw, like, when I was that age, man, I was getting placements as well, so it's like, it's going to be a cycle.
And
innit?
even like the new female, like I saw there's a girl called like Sebz, she's like cold as well.
She's at, what, 17?
Yeah,
17.
cold female
But you got a
producers,
couple
like.
of female producers, like Lois,
Lois,
C Beats,
Yeah.
get me, couple more. I feel like female producers are going to have an imprint this year, you know, like,
But
it's
that's
time.
why I
and
feel like what producers such as yourselves and others have to do is keep pushing the culture and experimenting and trying new sounds and pushing the boundaries. Things like what we're doing today, like appreciating the producers.
Big up Cord, man.
Giving
for
people
sure, big up
things
Cord.
like- Yeah, big up Cord.
Man's coming to record at my studio, my equipment. I'm mixing it, I'm recording it. You think you're entitled to 50%? You're gonna get a 2 in a queue, cuz.
I think what producers forget is that it's patience in this game. Music is patience,
doesn't happen
bro.
overnight.
It don't,
It's like a
it don't
grind.
happen, like all of us here, bro, like we've been producing for more than at least 5 years, bro. There's new producers coming into the scene thinking, oh, I need a placement ASAP, bro. If you want to establish yourself like that.
If you're coming into the game thinking, oh, I want a placement with so-and-so, like, you're not coming in it for the right reasons, because the amount of time you spend producing, you need to be passionate about.